Hello everyone and welcome to the Igloo in Mount Laurel, New Jersey for this Temple ice hockey matchup between the Owls and the West Virginia Mountaineers. I'm on play-by-play Drew Bishop alongside color commentary from between the benches this evening, Taylor Snyder. Taylor, how are you doing today?
Doing just swell, Drew. Saturday hockey here, Saturday night hockey at the Igloo. We got a perennial matchup here, Temple, West Virginia. Met last season, Temple last night, falling to Navy 6-3. Their record on the season down to 9-12-1. Looking to bounce back today, Drew. It should be a close one in net tonight for the Temple Owls. The big story, second straight game without Ben Auerbach. So Joey Galitsky, number 30, getting the start tonight in net for the Temple Owls. Should be a good one, Drew.
Absolutely, and the Owls have been sliding as of lately, looking from the outside in into the playoff picture, and this game will determine a lot for them in the upcoming season. And the puck is off, and the Mountaineers have it in their own zone. Chased down by Green, or the Mountaineers. Sent back into their own zone. They try to kick it out. Number 59, taking it up the boards. Sends it down to number 15, Kyle Smedley. The Mountaineers chase it behind Galitsky in net. A little bit of a scrum in the corner there. Sent it out. Number 24 from the Mountaineers disrupted by the Owls defense. Smedley's going to take it back up the ice. Choppy play to start off the first half minute here at the Igloo. Number 8 for the Mountaineers, kicking it in. Tries to take a shot. Blocked by Alex Barberini. Now the Owls try to set up their offense, take it down the ice. Number 11, Will Green. Fumbled it on the play. Line switch for the Owls. Charles Giazza bringing it up, trying to get this puck back. Number 17 for the Owls, Michael Irie, taking it behind the net. West Virginia Mountaineers on him heavily. Giazza and Irie next to the net. Now the Mountaineers take it 2-on-2 with two Owls trailing. Defenseman Ian Bowles in the corner. Kicks it around. Back to his other defenseman. Bladen Reed. Puck kind of lands in front of the net here. Neither team being able to set up in the first minute and a half of play. And so the Owls defenseman Bladen Reed will take it back. Send it to Sean Fowler. Fowler will handle it. Try to get up the floor to Irie. Irie trying to make some moves. Loses the puck. Sends it in. Number 51 for West Virginia taking it. And that's a shot, quick shot from Bladen Reed. Goes wide left of the net. Now Irie's going to take it on the board. Now it goes back to Reed. Reed taking it back. Kicks it to Bowles. Behind. Fowler and Giazza up ahead. A little line change here. Brendan Ondick coming on the floor. Ondick takes a shot. Whiffs it a little bit off the pass from Giazza. Bowles sends it back into Ondick. Ondick has it next to the net. And number 88, Alexander Ventura, is going to kick it up for the Mountaineers. Now we're back to the Temple Owls. And Gannay has it. Sends it over to number 10, Brendan Ondick. Ondick looking in front, looking to make those passes like he's so good at. Gannay takes a shot. Hits the pad of Joseph Longo, the goalie for the Mountaineers. And here we go with Kaiser. Taking a shot, and Longo, the starting goalie in net for the Mountaineers. He will take the save.
Pretty good early forecheck from the Owls here. Drew out the aggression early on, creating some shots. Matthew Gannay from the high point right there. Put it on net, almost created a chance off the deflection from Bladen Reed. Good pressure early on.
Absolutely, and this game is just kind of standing on the wire right now. Neither team getting a full advantage, but Owls might have a chance to set up. And no, it's the captain, Jeremy Judas, for the Mountaineers that steals that puck. Now the Mountaineers have possession. They're going to kick it up. Number 23, Dimitri Jukas. He's going to take a shot right into Galitsky's glove. Snag that like I would at a Cubs game. And so the Temple Owls currently standing from the outside in, 10th spot in their division behind Villanova. As of their recent losing streak, the Owls will need quite a few wins down the stretch to put themselves back in playoff contention. And it's another quick shot from Jukas into the glove of Galitsky. That's a new face-off for the Mountaineers and the Owls. And there goes Jukas again, taking another shot. I think that's his third straight, Taylor?
Yes, third straight shot indeed, Drew. Very rarely do you see that, especially in club hockey, Drew. Right off the face-off, a shot right from the right wing there. That's 3 in a row. All of a sudden, the shot count went from 4 Temple, West Virginia 0 to 4-3.
Yeah, and that's all because of Jukas and him taking those quick shots at Galitsky. We'll see with Auerbach out if Galitsky can stand in and fill in those shoes. And so the Owls are going to take it up the ice. Brandon Lombard weaving through the West Virginia Mountaineers. But now it's number 24, Colin Gukin, taking the puck. Now the Mountaineers have it again. Pierce looking to get a steal here. Sending it up. There's Pierce and Green. And number 16, Judas, taking it down the ice. Uh-oh, and it looks like we have a little breakaway here by Pierce. He's going to take it up and then turn the puck over. Green back, and it's Pierce. And Lombard's going to take it, being aggressive. And he's coming around the net. Oh, and he hits the side pad of Longo. Pierce is going to come back to poke that around. This lineup not letting West Virginia back past that half ice. And Lombard's fighting for it on the ground. He's on the ground. He's going to kick it up. And Pierce is going to get it back. Pierce and Lombard being very feisty with the Mountaineers as Lombard gets the possession back, sends it over to the other corner where number 23, Dimitri Jukas, all three of the shots on goal. He'll take it, and we'll see a line change from both teams as fresh legs come on the ice. And so the Owls send it up. Charles Giazza, perhaps a tripping there. No call from the ref. Now the Mountaineers are going to take it behind. Now there's Sean Fowler trying to be aggressive, reaching around. Bladen Reed on the defense alongside Ian Bowles. Ian Bowles with two Mountaineers on him. Sends it to the corner. Bowles and Irie trying to get it back. Giazza, the captain, takes it out. He's got Irie on his side. Irie and Giazza with Fowler on the left side. Oh, there was a bit of a hook there on Irie. He flies into the boards. Things getting a little chippy down on this side of the ice. And the Mountaineers are going to take it back and dump it in for a little line change, getting some more fresh legs on there. Ian Bowles bringing it behind the ice. Sends it to Fowler, right off the stick of Sean Fowler. That's number 7, Cody Wilson, battling with Fowler. Oh, and Fowler gives him a little shove. Tells him, good to see you. Bowles having it over there. There's Bowles and Irie chasing the puck down. Number 59 for West Virginia has the puck. And we're looking at Jacob Morris, defenseman, sending it back, looking to get it in front of Galitsky. Giazza tries to poke it back, but Virginia still has the puck. A little bit of open net there, but the puck was lost in translation. And number 24, Colin Gukin, tries to take a slapper. Is he going to take another one? Yes, he will. He'll try to slide it in there. Uh-oh, and here comes down the ice. Charles Giazza sends it down into Lungo. And Irie's chasing it down. Lungo barely got out of the grasp of Irie down the stretch. VA chasing it down. There's Gannett letting the puck settle before he takes it up. Sends it over to VA. VA alone in that corner. Owls going to take their time. New defenseman on the ice for the Owls. Now it's over next to the benches. VA sends it over to number 12. Andrew Kaiser. Kaiser gets it back again. Goes into a Mountaineer. And it's a low left shot from number 14, Antoine Avalone. Now the Owls have it. More choppy play. Shots are tied at 6-6. 13:38 to go in the period. And the Owls are going to kick it up. VA tries to come around, but misses. Number 10, Brandon Ondick fighting for that. There's VA alongside. There's Caleb Beversdorf. He's going to send it up. Now the Owls have it. Now back to Beversdorf. Beversdorf sends it over to Ventura. Ventura back over to Avalone. Avalone kicking it up there. And it's going to hit the other side of the board, go to Ventura. Ventura to Avalone. Back to Ventura. And back over to Colin Gukin. Ventura kicks it down. And the Mountaineers have possession. Can't really seem to set up. There's a shot from Beversdorf, trying to slide it in there, and Galitsky holding his puck strong, pinning it to the ice. And there looks to be a little scrum there. Aaron Cresson over there with Gannett. And it looks to be 3 West Virginia guys. And as always, it gets a little chippy on the ice, right, Taylor?
Yeah, Drew, that was the first stoppage in almost 4 minutes. A quick moving period thus far. 12:49 remaining. Still knotted at 0-0. But one thing I wanted to point out a couple of minutes ago, what Jack Pierce and Brandon Lombard bring together when they are on the ice is aggression down low. The Owls need to push the puck lower to the ice, Drew. They're doing a good job of getting it in their zone, but they're really not forcing it. They will not score goals if they can't get it low.
Absolutely. I think that Lombard-Pierce sequence was the best that we've seen from the Owls through this first 8 minutes of play. And so the West Virginia Mountaineers are going to take it back up They're going to try to push it down, be as aggressive as the Owls on that line were. And here comes West Virginia setting up. Number 2, Beversdorf, and he turns it over. And there's McDowell right now. As Garrett Russell chasing the puck down. In their zone, number 24, Colin Gukin, defenseman, looking to get free of Russell. Going back and forth. Russell pokes at him. Gukin still has the puck. Dishes it down. Defenseman has it. That's Barberini that sent it up. And Galitsky behind the net. Some Bombard. There's Elmer Russell. He's going to send it through. Call for a line change. We're going to get fresh legs out there. There's Will Green chasing it down. And Pierce. Pierce, talking about Pierce and Bombard earlier. They're both back on the ice for the Owls. You got Bowles and Bladen Reed heading up the defense. And Galitsky squirming a little bit back there. Some activity behind his net. On a little dribbler in there from number 57, 51, Max Barrows. And here come the Owls trying to set up another attempt. Will Green takes it up. He's looking. And he turns it over. The West Virginia Mountaineers sending it up over there. Bladen Reed. Oh, and it's shot right past Reed. Number 48, Jacob Morris. And here comes a slapper from Alex Evans. And West Virginia has the puck. Almost a turnover there. Puck's free in the middle. The Bombard. And then the Owls are going to try to dump it in. It's going to go back in their own corner. Ian Bowles approaching the 10-minute mark. And the Owls, previously up 4-0, are now trailing 11-6. Haven't seen a lot of offense from them in the past 3 minutes. Virginia sticking it to them down in their zone. And they send it over. It's number 17, Michael Irie. Irie and Giazza in the offensive zone alongside Sean Fowler. Fowler has the puck now. He's going to send it back, looking for Giazza. Giazza's going to miss it. Fowler has it now. Fowler sends it back. Now it's in the middle of the ice. Now Fowler's going to go after it. Number 59, Ryan Eisel, taking the puck. Going to send it over to Colin Gukin, one of the captains of the West Virginia Mountaineers. It's going to hit Galitsky's right pad off the glass. He's going to send it up. A catch from number 24, Gukin. He sends it back. Now we go over. I have Gannett, who's going to throw it cross ice. Max Hedges behind the net. He's going to take it up himself. 4 Owls on the defense. Fowler and Gannett. Irie chases it down with his glove. Misses it narrowly. Pinned on the back. Gannett's going to come help. And no, sir. The Mountaineers have not let the Owls get a solid chance, even with their first line on deck. Oh, and there's Giazza, member of the first line. Puck was airborne there for a moment. And it sends it across. And Giazza's just going to send it down. And that's going to be an icing call with one of the very few stoppages that we're seeing in this game. Taylor, a lot of the game played in between the blue lines. How can Temple get it down into their offensive zone again?
Well, right now they need to maintain the puck. They need to cycle the puck. They have not done that thus far. Every single time they've been getting it deep. They're kind of just chipping it in, but that doesn't mean anything unless you can forecheck, keep it in and cycle it around. If they can create higher percentage shots in their favor, they can finally put one in the back of the net. But so far, West Virginia just putting it on Joey Galitsky.
And if it would be any time, it would be now for the Owls as they have their first line. But their first line is going to send it off. Giazza is going to stay on with Van Allen. And Galitsky is going to get that save in his chest. The Mountaineers have now doubled the Owls in shots, 6-12. Not exactly helping Galitsky back there as he's filling in for the injured Ben Auerbach, out for the past 2 games.
Absolutely not, Drew. And you saw right there just kind of taking their foot off the gas, pressing the snooze button, letting West Virginia just getting easy shots through the slot and towards the West Virginia net.
Oh, and you see that, Taylor. You saw an opportunity on the breakaway for Van Allen.
Absolutely. One of the better ones of this game thus far for the Owls, Drew.
And it just slides right off his stick. How unfortunate. Now the Mountaineers are on the attack again. Antoine Avalone trying to take it himself, sends it over to Galitsky. It skips off the stick of number 15 for the Owls, Kyle Smedley, and goes into the chest of Galitsky.
And right now, Drew, West Virginia is just the far more creative team in my eye thus far watching this game with 8:15 to go here in the first period. They're doing a better job of just going north to south, whereas Temple's going too much east to west, and I think their craftiness is leading to more chances for them.
Yeah, right. I mean, what is the harm in surging forward if you're this team right now? And that's really what the Mountaineers are doing. And another turnover, a very careless turnover out there by the Temple Owls, and it's going to go back behind the net. Ondick kind of loses a sight on the puck there, and now the Mountaineers are going to have it. Now Van Allen has it, trying to kick it up to Ondick, but a pass straight to West Virginia Mountaineer defenseman Max Barrows. Now Van Allen tries to get it out, but he's hit. Oh, now they're starting to throw him. Now Van Allen's getting a little chippy with number 16, Jeremy Judas on the other side for the Mountaineers. Oh, and he goes flying after that shot. Number 16, Judas did. And that is something else. And Ondick's going to try to create some offense, as he usually does. What a move by Ondick. Deacon up and through the West Virginia defense. And he's just taking laps at this point, looking to set up one of his teammates. That's number 81 right there. Bladen Reed taking the shot. And Longo, after that commotion in front of the net, is going to save. And you're hearing a lot of noises in between the benches. Are things starting to heat up over there, Taylor?
Yeah, definitely starting to heat up on the ice on that last shift. Nick Van Allen had an exchange with Gookin, captain of West Virginia. Something was said in between their business cards exchange. I'm sure they'll connect on LinkedIn later and everything will sort itself out. But for right now, it is getting kind of chippy down here, Drew.
It's all about making connections when you're on the ice, am I right?
Absolutely, Drew. You got to stay in touch.
All right, and we've got West Virginia taking it back there behind. McDowell's trying to get it back. And there's Russell, Garrett Russell. Ian Bowles now sends it over to Russell. Russell and Elmer both sharing the name Garrett. They're going to take it back. Oh, and there's Russell. He gets a hold of it. Might have some open shot. Oh, and he saw a little net in that crease over there. Joseph Longo just reached his glove out.
And that's two great glove saves by Longo there, keeping West Virginia in this game. It's still scoreless, believe it or not. 14 shots in favor of the Mountaineers, but Temple finally sustaining some puck time right now, Drew.
Yeah, and I'm right here next to Garrett Russell, and he certainly had the face of someone that, man, I had that shot right there. And he kicks it in front. That could have been a good opportunity. Right place, wrong time for the Owls. There's Ian Bowles on the defense. The Mountaineers are on the attack. Colin Gookin, the captain, has been all over the ice tonight. Bowles trying to poke check it away. Now we're going to send it back around. Max Hedges has it back there. He's battling for it. Now 42, Skylar Batchelor backing up. He's going to send it back. Galitsky will settle it for the Owls. Bladen Reed bringing it up for them. He looks to his left. Dishes it deep for Will Green. Will Green chasing it. Beversford has it, and he's going to kick it back up. Now West Virginia has it. It's number 50. Chasing it down, Guinea, and number 50 for the Mountaineers. Battling that back area. Now Temple's going to bring it up. Now a turnover. Oh, and another turnover. And so now it's in the possession of the Owls. Looking at number 44, Brandon Lombard. He takes a quick shot. Ah, and another almost there for the Owls as he looked high. But Longo, his glove has been very active tonight, Taylor.
Absolutely, from the left circle right there. Brandon Lombard just lets one go. A good setup. It was almost a 3-on-2 developing with the back check coming. The smart shot there for sure. Just a better glove save by Longo.
Absolutely, and that's been kind of the story. Longo and Galitsky both playing really good balls. We've had a lot of action, not a lot of stops. So these goalies are key and will be key for the remainder of this game. And West Virginia's going to settle it down, take their time behind, and a decent pass over there to number 8 for the Mountaineers, and he's going to make a quick move. Lots of Owls around there, so puck's going to go to the Owls. Guinea has possession now. Guinea's going to take it behind Galitsky's net, send it back around, send it to Lombard. Lombard kicking it up, and it's going to pass the blue line for the Mountaineers, and they're going to settle it back. Morris behind the net, getting chased down by Pierce. Pierce and Lombard looking to take heads behind that net. Uh-oh. And there goes Morris. He's going to deke through. Sends it over, tries to at least, to Beversford. And it's going to bounce back over to number 8 for the Mountaineers. And number 8 continues And there's Sean Fowler. Sean Fowler takes up the ice, facing 2 Mountaineers on the left board. And Lungo settles it. It's number 24, Colin Gukin. Back to 44, Max Hedges. Sends it over to Alex Evans. Now Hedges. Hedges has it, sends it up to Evans. Now Irie whiffs on his first, sends it over. A little bit of a hasty pass there. Oh, and it's right in front. Irie was looking to get it to his teammate, but it was intercepted by Antoine Avalone. Man, costly turnovers like that will cost us goals in the long run, Taylor.
Got to make the smart passes. Drew Temple has had quite a few bad passes tonight, 4 or 5, just off the top of my head, in their own zone, backed up. If you can't get in the West Virginia zone, you got to be smart with the puck, at least in your own zone, and they have not been that tonight. 15-9 shot count in favor of West Virginia. The puck's been down there for, it feels like, a good month now.
Yeah, honestly, with the lack of stoppages especially. I mean, this is why we play, why we watch. And Giaz is going to take it up. Giaz and Irie trying to create some offense, but they are stopped again. West Virginia showing their ability to hold on the defensive end. Sean Fowler's going to send it in, daring Longo to settle it in, but he's not going to. He's going to give it to his teammate. Now Fowler getting a little physical on the boards with Gukin. And now we got Max Hedges sending it up. He's going to chase it down behind the boards, try to send it up, get an opportunity, but can't. And now Sean Fowler has it against the boards, tries to send it over. Sean Fowler with control. It's Fowler and Giaz and Irie. And Irie has it now. It's a 2-on-2 with trailing players. And Irie takes a quick slapper, probably the best move. Hurwitz comes in the game, makes a quick play. Irie with the hit on the boards. And here we go. Dmitry Jukas takes another slapper like he did, but that's a whiff, and that's just going to dribble right into the pad of Galitsky, and he's going to stop it. Shots on goal, 16-10 in favor of the Drexel, or the West Virginia Mountaineers, my mistake, with 3 minutes and 4 seconds to go. The Owls are going to face off on the right face-off end with defenseman Ian Bowles staying to the left. You know, Taylor, I know that you know I live with Ian Bowles. And
yes.
This afternoon, I'm just sitting in my bed preparing for today's game.
As you are.
And I hear Ian on the bass guitar he has in his room. He's playing
Shredding.
Take Me Home, Country Roads, West Virginia.
Is this some sort of reverse psychological victory tactic?
Perhaps. He could be that much of a Tiger Instinct type mentality that he plays the opponent's tune prior to the game just to get in their heads.
Now, I heard a rumor that Ian was considering cutting his hair. Can you confirm this?
This is true. I can confirm this.
I don't know how a man with hair like that could even consider that.
And that's the reason why he's not considering it anymore.
Absolutely.
So there is no question.
It is phenomenal. I mean, I would vote unanimous best in the ECHA.
Absolutely. And if you do not think the same, go to Temple Ice Hockey Instagram page. Our great photographer, JP Oakes. The man looks like Jesus. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah,
That's
just note. Yeah, him and Ian Bowles, obviously the rivaling hair, the hair, as I call them. They are the hair.
Absolutely. It's showing the pride, hockey, and the flow, constantly associated with one another. But we'll get back to the action. Speaking of Ian Bowles, he has it, possession, and he's going to send it back in behind West Virginia's net. We got 2 minutes to go. Shots are still 16-10 in favor of West Virginia. Puck goes past Kaiser and VA. They're going to dribble it back. Gannett has the puck now, trying to get it over to Kaiser, but Kaiser is interrupted by Beversford. Now VA has it. VA has an angle, but the West Virginia Mountaineers are coming quick. Now here comes Kaiser. Now Ondick trying to get the puck from Beversford, but he will not give it up. He's going to take it back, and VA is going to dribble it back and try to see who he can poke it from. And now we're looking at Max Barrows. Max Barrows sends it up. Now the West Virginia offense, they're going to shoot it in. Galitsky with the good save. And there's Aaron Crossan, physical as ever, getting on the boards. And here we go with Gannett. Gannett sends it over to Russell. Just Garrett Russell. And here we go with Elmer. Garrett Elmer with the shot off the pad of Longo. He's going to dribble off. And now West Virginia's going to try to send it forward. Number 15 for the Mountaineers, hit by Crossan. Sends it in. Gannett has it now. And now the Mountaineers are going to send it in. Galitsky quickly saves that. Someone trying to mount an offensive play. There have been a lot of whiffs tonight on these sticks. Am I wrong to say there's been a lot of whiffs tonight, Taylor?
Been a lot of whiffs, and there's been a lot of checks of recent. Aaron Cross, number 14 on the left shift for Temple, doing a phenomenal job of picking up the tone a little bit for Temple. They haven't done a good job checking, and there's a nice one from number 18, Jack Pierce.
Absolutely.
They got to continue to do that, Drew.
You're totally right, and, the whiffs have got to stop. All right, and Galitsky is going to save that puck.
16.9 seconds remaining here, Drew. 18 shots, 11 favoring West Virginia. But you know what's interesting about this period? For as many shots as West Virginia is throwing on, you got to feel good for Temple right now. 0 goals allowed in that period. Galitsky doing a nice job, not getting enough credit, in my opinion, for this performance right now, keeping them in the game.
Absolutely, and I guarantee Pat Carroll's going to walk in the locker room, and the last person he's going to point out is Galitsky at this point, because he has played solid in net. Now with 3 seconds to go, a bit of a scrum behind the net, and Will Green's just going to drag it out, not even take a shot, and let it dribble over. And that'll end the first period. Shots on goal in favor of the West Virginia Mountaineers, 18-11. We end period 1 tied 0-0 with an action-packed game. Not a lot of stoppages to be seen. And so that'll be that. Temple Ice Hockey's live stream on YouTube will return in a few moments for the second period. Stay tuned. All right, and welcome back for the second period here from the Igloo at Mount Laurel. I'm Drew Bishop alongside Taylor Snyder on the call. It's the Temple Owls versus the West Virginia Mountaineers. We're tied at 0-0, and oh boy, did the Mountaineers have some representatives in the stands tonight. Came out from pretty far away to watch this team face off versus the Owls, and boy, there's been a lot of action, so I certainly think they are satisfied through the first. Shots on net, 18-11 in favor of the Mountaineers. Taylor, give me your one insight from the first period.
Well, West Virginia did a really good job early on in that period of pushing the pace. Temple, though, in the second half of that period finally started to adjust and bring some life to their offense. The issue with Temple, though,
I can't hear him. Hey, JJ, did you do something? I can't hear him. Not anymore. He cut out. And the Owls coming out on the ice. We got Pierce and Lumbombard starting for the Owls alongside Barberini, Green, and Smedley. Pierce and Lumbombard, as we mentioned earlier, 2 really big pieces to the Owls' attack. Some of their best time on ice was with Pierce and Lumbombard. So Pat Carroll is going to start them out, and it's going to be Smedley sending the puck down. Now the Mountaineers have it. The puck is staying in the Mountaineers zone, and they're going to try to send it out. Lumbombard has it now. He's going to kick it into Pierce. Pierce, and a delayed offsides call. That's the right call there, as Lumbombard sent it into an already established Pierce in the zone.
a neutral game in that first period, Drew. I'd like to see Temple do a good job, or a better job, excuse me, in this period of trying to force it down low. They took a lot of shots from the blue line in the first period.
Absolutely. Longo really got to sit on his haunches in that first period, so they'll hope to challenge him some more in the second. And now it's Barberini back, getting hard pressed by the Mountaineers. Now there's Pierce. Pierce going to send it up to Lumbombard. Lumbombard over to Smedley. Now Lumbombard has it behind the net. Now we're looking at the Mountaineers. The Mountaineers are going to send the puck up. Now it's Ryan Eisel taking it up the ice. And he's going to get hit by Barberini. And that's a loose stick from Smedley next to the net. Down the middle, it's Lumbombard. And now Ryan Eisel will send it inside. Lumbombard chasing it behind the net. Lumbombard comes around. He's speeding up, got Pierce to his left. Now Lumbombard takes the left. Now Pierce trails him. Pierce has control in the corner now. Now he'll send it around. Now it looks like West Virginia's going to take control. They have it. Crossing their own blue line here. Now the puck's sent in. Now it's blocked by number 88, Alex Ventura. Now it's a turnover. Fowler's going to have it now. The first line that started the first period for the Owls coming on now as it's Fowler, Irie, and Giazza. And it looks like there's going to be a call on the ice. That's tripping on Sean Fowler.
Yeah, Fowler guilty party here. Drew, he's going to go off for 2 minutes, so West Virginia man up with 18:26 to play in the second. A defining moment in this one for sure. Special teams got to pull it off.
And that's a draft horse power play for the West Virginia Mountaineers, presented by the draft horse. And so they're going to get it with a man advantage for 2 minutes. We got 18 and a half left to go. Owls have had one shot this period, to the Mountaineers none. And now the Owls, shorthanded, will take it down. And Russell's going to send it in. That's McDowell alongside Garrett Elmer. Garrett Elmer, McDowell, Bowles, and Bladen Reed on the penalty kill. The Ritchie's penalty kill. Now it's down to West Virginia. West Virginia has it. Colin Gukin sends it in. Now Jukas. And it's going to come around. Puck's going to stay in the zone as Gukin has it. He's trying to pick his spot. Looking around, sends it back over. Now the puck's on the left side. Left side for Jukas. Mountaineers taking their time on this penalty. Hedges has it. Hedges tries to send it inside. Barberini being very physical with it. That's Bladen Reed. And now we get Giazza, Pierce, Barberini, all coming on the ice for the Owls. Bladen Reed's going to stay on. And now the Mountaineers, 41 seconds left in the penalty. They're going to try to make another stab at it. The Owls have blanketed them for most of it, and Pierce is going to send it down. Lungo's going to use his pad and his stick to stabilize that puck. Keep it behind. Giazza's chasing it. Giazza gets it. Giazza going to take a shot off Longo, and his mistake. And it looks like Joseph Longo was passing to somebody who wasn't there, communicating with his teammate, saying, hey, come back there next time, and we'll keep that puck to ourselves. Giazza got a quick opportunity off that error.
I was going to say, Drew, a high effort chance there from Giazza, just pushing the puck on a shorthanded opportunity with 23 left to kill off here for Temple. A good heads-up smart play by Charles Giazza.
Absolutely, and the Owls have essentially neutralized the Mountaineers on this penalty. Not much for Galitsky, as there's a quick fumble by Alex Evans trying to push the puck into Temple's zone. Now it's going to go back to the Mountaineers, and Longo will be more careful with the puck this time, not allowing Giazza another high percentage look at the net. And now the Mountaineers will send the puck up the ice. The puck's on the right side, right board, and they're going to kick it over to the left. And now Barberini has to control it. And Barberini battles for it, gets it over Ventura. Now sends it over to VA. VA has it. Smedley sends it up ice. And that's Giazza chasing it down again. Gane and Ondick join the pack on the ice, and now we're at full strength with 16 minutes to go. Shots on net in favor of the Mountaineers, 21-13. And Gane's going to throw a shoulder, get Ventura off his feet. Now they're going to try to send it up. Now Evans has it. Evans goes off Ondick's shoulder. Now Evans kicks it. Now Kaiser tries to get it to Ondick, but it goes to the Mountaineers. Now Galitsky behind net. Galitsky and Gane play a two-man game. Now Gane has it. 4 Owls in their own zone. Ondick up ice. Looking to create opportunities. Ondick has it now. Now he's at half ice. Now Crossan. Crossan tries to kick it up. There's the Mountaineers. Mountaineers turn it over. That's Brandon Ondick. Ondick has it past the blue line on the right side. Ondick tries to send it over to Gane, and Gane has a slapper, but it's stopped. And now he's sent to the ground. Now Ondick has it again. Some physical play going on over there. And what's the call, Taylor? Can't seem to see. What was the stoppage for?
Well, I'm trying to figure it out myself right now, Drew. I think it was offside called against West Virginia, or it could have been either. There's definitely not a penalty call coming.
Yeah.
It looks like an offsides call to me.
Okay, all right. The ref's just getting a little rusty, not used to the stoppages at this point. We've had a pretty fluid game thus far. And so now West Virginia is going to send it down. It's back ice. Galitsky is going to raise his hand for an icing call. And so it's going to go down to the right crease in West Virginia's zone. And honestly, the this is really a bubble waiting to burst at this point in the game. You know, we got a lot of Mountaineers in the building, traveled very far. Obviously, the Temple faithful at the Igloo to support. The arena seems very tense, waiting for a goal. We've seen a lot of action, a lot of shots, you know, but a lot of whiffs as well. So we'll be waiting on the first goal of the game as we're 15 minutes left to go in the second period. There's Sean Fowler battling for it. Now the Mountaineers have it. The Mountaineers pushing like they did in the first period. Here they go. From the slot, tries to send it over, and he's got a chance. And Galitsky makes the pad save that was going for the 5-hole. He is active as ever tonight. 23 saves, 23 shots. Bowles sends it behind to Bladen Reed. Bladen Reed looks back to Bowles. Bowles has his first line up there. It's Sean Fowler with the puck. Now Sean Fowler on the right side. He's going to send it inside. Irie with his speed. The freshman taking it up, battling on the boards. Irie takes a fall. Now the Mountaineers have it. That's another fall for the Owls. That's Fowler on the ground. And a lot of bodies sprawling throughout this game, a lot of lost sticks. And there's another lost stick from a Mountaineer right there. And Galitsky's going to take control of it. He's going to send it over. And now what's the call here, Taylor? This is a penalty.
This is going against Charles Giazza. It's 2 minutes. It's a slash. I did not see specifically what happened, but Captain Charles is not pleased, and as he should be. I mean, that's 2 penalties now in this period alone. Temple back on the penalty kill. PK here has to come up big because West Virginia's double.
Absolutely, and it looks like Giazza on that play was slashed a stick of a Mountaineer. And now it looks like Sean Fowler and a referee are talking mid-ice. Oh, what's going on? The referee looked a little more stern with him there. Had to wonder what was going on with that. And now we're on the Ritchie's penalty kill for the Temple Owls. This is their second of the evening. Generally created some more chances shorthanded on the last Ritchie's penalty kill than they have been doing in full strength. Looking at McDowell and Elmer. There's a shot up top from Gookin. Oh, and he takes a shot. That looks like it could have been a quick shot from Avalone. But Galitsky stopped it, and now there's a stoppage of play. Looks like the net might have come ajar there. So they're going to stop it. We got Bowles, Bladen Reed, Garrett Elmer, and McDowell on the ice for the Owls versus the 5 Mountaineers. He's going to take a quick slapper, but that's blocked by Garrett Elmer. Bowles battling for it back. But Gookin got the better of him. Gookin has it now. Now it's over to McDowell. McDowell's going to just shoot it down in the 5-hole of the referee. And Longo's going to stop that with a stick. And he's going to try to push it up during a change for the Owls, but they are too quick and get back in position in time to stop the Mountaineers and their push. And here comes Hedges, another captain for the Owls. Back to Captain Judas, who's going to set it down the ice. Pierce has it. It's on the right side now. Hedges sends it over to Jukas. Jukas to Hedges. Hedges sends it over. That's Gookin, and Gookin will take a shot that was wide right. But Galitsky's going to reach out his glove and get that save.
Yeah, eye on puck right there by Joey Galitsky. Good job by number 20 there. Another nice glove save. Puck remains in Temple zone, though. They got to clear this out. 59 seconds to go on the Captain Charles slashing call.
Absolutely, and this one has not looked nearly as timid as the prior penalty for the Mountaineers, their advantage on their last penalty. And now Lumbumbard's going to chase it down. And Lumbumbard, and is that going to be a tripping call there? Yes, it is. Lumbumbard had a chance. A lot of open ice in front of him, and he was tripped by a Mountaineer. So we're going to have a 4-on-4 play for 41 seconds, and then the Owls are going to get about a minute 20 of a man advantage. And so now the Owls with a lot more open ice, only 8 men skating around there and the 2 goalies. So this is going to be a Ritchie's penalty kill followed by a draft horse power play after we burn these 40 seconds of even ice time on the tripping call. Brandon Lumbumbard was looking for the open net. And this is the Owls' first penalty or the Mountaineers' first penalty of the evening. The Owls will get their first man advantage once the even strength is eliminated. Shots on goal, 24-13. 13 minutes to go here at the Igloo in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And that's Brandon Ondick on the floor. And now he sends it to Smedley. Smedley tried to kick it over to Kaiser, but Kaiser barely missed it, and there's going to be an icing call. Kaiser visibly frustrated with the call, but it's going to come down to the right circle of the Mountaineers. And Temple's calling, saying, hey, we need to send that back down there. And the refs seem to be conferring. Kaiser wondering why that was an icing call there. So now they're going to put it mid-ice rather than taking it down to Galitsky's circle. And so Temple has it now, but now Ventura has possession of it. Oh, and it was a dribbler. Alex Evans tried to get it, but another whiff. The Mountaineers. Oh, and here we go. Here comes Ondick. He gets the steal on the break. Ondick with a shot. He has an opportunity, and he takes back, and he takes a shot. Oh, and what a save by Joseph Longo.
Oh, Drew, that may be the save of the year in the
Wow.
ECHA right there. Unbelievable glove save to stone Brandon Ondick. It looked like the bells had finally rung and Temple finally got one on the board, but nothing to show of it. Still 0-0.
And Ondick, possibly the best playmaker for the Owls, had Longo going right, and Longo reached out with his glove left and snagged that out of the air, and that got the West Virginia bench quite excited, didn't it, Taylor?
Absolutely, Drew. They were jubilant. That would be the word to describe it.
Jubilant. Absolutely, and that's adding words to our vocabulary here at the Temple Ice Hockey Media Team.
Trying to bring our A game today, Drew. Saturday night versus West Virginia. You know, it's been quite a while here, a month since we last played at the Igloo, so try to bring that energy.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Brandon Ondick's bringing back that energy as well, trying to revive this Temple offense, getting outshot by 10 shots, but they're looking to make some possessions happen in their zone. Now Giazza has it. Giazza fumbles with the puck a little bit, but now he gets to the corner. Now he sends it to VA. VA to Giazza. Giazza to Gane. Back to Giazza. Giazza has it in the slot or on the side. VA now back behind the net. And the Mountaineers have it. Justin Hickey battling for it with Irie, the freshman. And now Irie might have it with a skate. No, VA pokes it out. Now we're looking at Ryan Eisel taking it down the ice for the Mountaineers. He's going to try to swing it around. 3 Owls on him. He tries to send it back to his teammates. VA and Irie playing close defense in the West Virginia Mountaineers zone. We have Galitsky now. Gane has control. Gane sends it to Giazza. I could say it all day. Gane to Giazza. And that's Irie in the corner. Irie battling for it. Oh, and a swift hit from Justin Hickey in the back. Giazza has it. He controls it. Looking over to Pierce. Pierce looks over to Reed. Reed sends it over. Now that's Irie. Giazza looks to slap it. VA in front of the net and shot. He scores! And it was off the rebound. Off the rebound right there was Jack Pierce. We were talking about Pierce and Lombard in the first period, creating opportunities. Right place, right time as Pierce slid in, got that rebound off the pad of Longo, and it's 1-0. Your Temple Owls are up.
And right there, that's what I'm talking about, Drew. Jack Pierce, I said the X Factor was not a part of the team earlier on in the season. He's back in the lineup, number 18. And let me tell you right there, perfect place, perfect time, right on the doorstep. First goal of the game in Temple's favor, and just like that, 1-0. Hockey's a funny sport, Drew.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to give Longo props for showing out on that Ondick breakaway earlier in the game, but that shot, almost no chance of him being able to stop it, and that makes it 1-0 for the Owls. Despite being outshot 24-15 at this point, they have taken over the second period and the momentum from this team. And here comes the West Virginia Mountaineers. They're going to try to attack, and they're going to try to respond. Now they have possession in their zone. Turning it back is number 23, Dimitris Jukas. Jukas looks around. He's looking in the slot, trying to create an opportunity here. There's 51, taking the slapper. Oh, and Galitsky, it came off his pad. He wasn't sure where it was, and he grabs it for good measure. Takes a hold of it, and it's going to be a face-off right in Galitsky's zone.
And this is one of the best starts you can ask for if you're Temple here. Like you said, Drew, 25-15. West Virginia still holds the shot count, but to be 1 on the board right now and 2 to be able to put pressure on that last power play, that's a really good sign from a team that has struggled on the special teams this year.
Absolutely, and they have shown out today. There's Kyle Smedley. Kyle Smedley got it. And now Charles Giazza's taking it up. Giazza and Fowler in the offensive zone, and Giazza gets boarded. He's going to stay over there. Now the Mountaineers have it. The Mountaineers have control. Barberini and Smedley. There in the back. Uh-oh, and what a pass. Right there from number 50 for the Mountaineers. Kicked it back. A quick opportunity, but Galitsky, as usual, today has just been a brick wall. There's a little bit of battling between Ventura and Giazza on the side of the board. Now they're going to send it down, and it's going to be an icing call against the Temple Owls. Puck's going to go in that zone for Galitsky. Taylor, you see any momentum changing over there, or is there some excitement on the bench?
There is definitely a little bit more excitement on Temple's bench, but they got to maintain it right now. West Virginia is still staying loose, not playing feared right now. Puck's in Temple's zone right now, and they've already put on a pressure even after that goal. So West Virginia is not going to take their foot off the pedal. They're a good forechecking team, Drew. Something to look out for in this game is, can Temple maintain the momentum they try to build?
Absolutely, and we're halfway through this ball game, a little bit more actually, and Temple still maintains this advantage 1-0 at home. First game in a month, as Taylor mentions, at home at the Igloo in Mount Laurel. And oh boy, is there a lot of yellow and blue representing the stands tonight. And oh, there they go, and a shot, he scores! That's number 15 for the West Virginia Mountaineers with the shot. And they congregate on the right side of the boards for a little celebration. And just like that, we're knotted up at 1-1. Clear frustration from the Owls after that opportunity, Taylor.
Yeah, right there, Drew. That was just a bad break for Joey Galitsky. Wasn't square up to the puck. Went just under that stick. It was a low side shot, stick side shot, went just under it. Slipped right through the pads of Joey Galitsky. 1-1, tied up here. 8:53 remaining in the second period.
And you knew if West Virginia attacked the front of Galitsky enough, something good would happen, and it did right there as the Mountaineers have knotted up the game as they should with their shot total cruxing almost to 30 at this point in the game.
And right there, Drew, that's just the concept of putting the puck on net. West Virginia, as I mentioned, will not take their foot off the gas at any point, even if they're down 6 in this game. They apply the forecheck at all costs, and right there just threw that on net from a tough angle for Galitsky. Slipped right through him, 1-1.
Absolutely, and if the Owls expected a good, solid whooping for themselves, a little West Virginia rollover after their matchup against Navy last night, they were wrong, because this team is scrappy. Good matchup between both these teams. 8 minutes to go. Temple has the puck in their zone. Ganay's going to send it up. And now the West Virginia Mountaineers have control as Hedges takes it behind, sends it over to Gookin. Gookin is going to size up the floor, sends it over to Batchelor, his forward, and Batchelor's going to kick it up. And there's going to be a face-off here in the Temple zone.
Well, if you're at Temple so far, you actually kind of like the way this period has gone, even though West Virginia struck back here and tied it up 1-1. The fact that West Virginia is not winning this game by 2 or 3 more goals is a good thing, because it's been in Temple's zone for a majority of the game. So if Temple could finally start to cycle the puck around a little bit and force it down low into West Virginia's zone, maybe the tables could turn here. Absolutely.
And West Virginia with a quick shot blocked by the skate of Bladen Reed. Now Brandon Ondick has it. Now it's going to be sent up. The puck's in the West Virginia zone. Dribbles over to the right side. And now we have Justin Hickey with control of it, and he's going to send it into the Temple zone. Bladen Reed takes it, tries to send it over to Ondick with a little bit of speed. Here come the Temple Owls. Andrew Kaiser tries to create an opportunity, and that's just going to go out of play. We're going to get a face-off right to the left side of Joseph Longo, who has also been a great goalie tonight, but not as much of a brick wall as Galitsky. Galitsky faced 28 shots, 27 saves through 13 minutes of the second, and obviously the entirety of the first. So now we have a Temple face-off, and that Temple face-off is going to be won and sent over into the corner. Oh, puck's airborne at this point. Ian Bowles sends it in, lets his men get back. Now the Mountaineers a cross pass. Ryan Eisel, not with his eyes on the puck. There's Will Green tripping over himself, trying to get it sent over. Galitsky tries to get control, but it's going to dribble over to Bladen Reed. Bladen sends it off the wall. And now there's Alex Evans. Evans going to try to create a chance, and he does, but shortly before being nailed by Pierce. And now the puck's going to go back into the Mountaineers zone. Both teams using a lot of their energy, using a lot of their liners to create chances. Definitely reaching a point of exhaustion in this game. It has been a back and forth one. And Bowles sends it across to Pierce. Pierce struggles forward with a Mountaineer on the side. Now we're at center ice. Center ice sends it down, but it hits the stick of Barberini. Barberini and Bowles back surrounding Galitsky. And there it goes, over to Lumbombard. Pearson Lumbombard chasing it down. And now we got fresh legs on the ice. Fowler chases it down. Now Smedley's back. And the Mountaineers are going to settle it behind their own net. Joseph Longo standing tall. And now Fowler's chasing it. Fresh legs off, trying to create a turnover. Another chance for the Owls. Any more shots on net. It's been a little stagnant, playing a lot in between the lines. Oh, and a quick out. Puck was right in front of the net. Longo lunged out. Could have been bad for the Mountaineers, but now it's back in the Temple zone. And Barb sent it over. There's Kyle Smedley battling with sticks. And there's Fowler, lost a little control of it there. Puck can be slippery. And we're going to stop it. That's going to be offsides at the blue line of the Temple Owls. Shot still 28-15. Has kind of remained stagnant for the last minute or so, right, Taylor?
Yeah, it's been a transition-type period once again, Drew, a quick-moving period. And that's the type of game that Temple's going to want to play in this game, Drew, especially when they cannot maintain zone time. As I've really tried to emphasize in this game, West Virginia just doing a far better job of forechecking and applying the pressure. So I think Temple's going to find their success tonight off transition puck movement.
Absolutely. And, you know, one has to think that Pat Carroll's going to have to reach deep into his bench at this point. Guys like Elmer, Hurwitz are going to have to contribute in order to finish this game out because of how much of a transition game it's been. And so now we're spending more time in between the blue lines, it seems. Back and forth, back and forth. Ventura has it, battling with Smedley. Smedley gets his hands on him. Now we're looking at 14 for the Mountaineers. Now Beversford. He tries to take a shot, but it goes off the stick of VA. Now it's sent over. Ventura has it on the left side. Ventura to number 50. Now sent over into the pad of Galitsky. Number 50 poking at it alongside Avalon. We're looking to get it out of Galitsky's glove, but he's going to stay on top of it. We're going to have a face-off in the Temple zone again. Gannett joins the fray, as well as Aaron Crossan comes on ice for the Owls. Ondick, VA, and Andrew Kaiser accompany them. Now there it goes. Gannett has it. Now Ondick in the corner. Ondick looking for VA, almost like a pass, football pass. And now we got Mountaineers attacking. Beversford tries to kick it in. That's going to be Crossan who maintains possession. Beversford and Crossan have a collision there. And Crossan goes up to make sure he's okay. And I don't know exactly who this is on. I believe it's on Crossan for a hit here. Taylor, can you help me out?
Yeah, I'll let you know here in a second. Yeah, it's an elbowing call right there. He just called it. So for 14, Aaron Crossan's going off for Temple here. And that is now the third period penalty in this period alone. That's against Temple. West Virginia 1 for 2 thus far on those. But Temple has done a pretty good job overall of killing off the penalty this year. So they're going to have to maintain that.
We got Bowles, Elmer, McDowell, and it looks like Bladen Reed on for the Ritchie's penalty kill. And it starts off with a quick shot from Colin Gukin into the chest of Joey Galitsky. Joey Galitsky faced 30 shots tonight as the Mountaineers have doubled the Temple Owls in shots on net, 30-15 at this point. And Elmer loses the faceoff for the Owls. Gukin thought to shot but thought better. Now we're going to send it around. Mountaineers looking for a perfect opportunity. They really like to attack the head of Galitsky, so let's see what they do here. Now here comes Hedges. He's going to send it back around. Hedges sends it to Avalon. Avalon back over to Jukas. Jukas takes his time with it. Gukin takes a shot. It's off the left pad of Galitsky. There goes Gukin. He takes another shot, and that could have been bad, but it was wide left. We're looking at Hedges. Hedges has it over to Jukas. Jukas has it now. He attacks the head right there. Bowles tries to clear it, but it's going to stay inside the blue line for the Mountaineers. Oh, boy, and that ricocheted off the back. Sent over, and it's into the crowd here So we'll get a stoppage of play with 3:36 left in the second period.
3 straight pretty good looks there for the West Virginia Mountaineers, specifically that one from the right wing in front of me. Gukin, a ripper, number 24 from the right circle. Joey Galitsky cannot see the puck. It just went a little far wide right, but had the shot there. Temple's got to do a better job of protecting the puck in front of Galitsky.
And so we're going to get on the Richies penalty kill for the last minute. We're going to Pierce, Giazza, Smedley, and Barberini. Giazza chases it down. We've seen some aggression from guys like Giazza, Fowler, Pierce, Bombard, trying to create chances for this team. Severely undershooting on offense. They're going to have to rely on quick plays and transition offense in order to create another goal here as the Mountaineers have possession. Galitsky getting screened. That's Ventura trying to block his vision. Here it comes. Mountaineers have all day. They're going to take their time. 30 seconds left in the power play. They have control. Sends it up. Galitsky smacks it away with his stick, and now he's stickless. Smedley's going to hand him his stick, and now he's going to kick Smedley's stick down and grab his own as the Mountaineers have it behind their own net. With 2:41 left in the period, we're tied 1-1. Shots in favor of the Mountaineers, 32-15. Here comes the Mountaineers, number 59, Eisel, with a little miss there. There's 11, Alex Evans. Eisel tells Evans to kick down. And now 48, Jacob Morris with the shot, and Galitsky saved that, sent back out. Oh, and here it goes down the ice. It's going to be a race, but Longo's going to take control. We're now at even strength. The Owls with the Richies penalty kill. Here now Barberini. Barberini on defense. Barberini's going to pin Beversford against the boards. And now Ondick. Ondick kicks it up. He was looking for Kaiser there. Now there's a scrum by the Temple bench. Now we're looking at Ondick. Ondick and Kaiser. The Mountaineers have possession again. Barberini with the attack. Lots of flying bodies here. I can't tell if, this is just a scrummy game or if there's some flopping going on. Leave that up to the fans. VA has it, tries to take some defense there. The Mountaineers have it behind Galitsky's net. They're looking for an opportunity. Kaiser tries to fight it off. Ondick stops it. Now it goes back. Joffrey Stokes is going to send it into the Temple zone. Now it's going to be sent up. Ondick has it now, looking to set up VA. Had some open ice in front of him. We're going to get some fresh legs out there. Gannett, Lombard, and Hurwitz are all joining. Now the Mountaineers have it. They have it in the corner. Now they're at mid-ice. Hurwitz and Gannett on defense. Kaiser trying to play some. Mountaineers come through. Oh, and it was a battle in front of the net between both number 12s for the Mountaineers and for the Owls. Letting Kaiser putting down his fellow number 12, and a little dribble shot into Galitsky's glove. So we're going to have a face-off, and some fresh legs are going to join the fray.
49 seconds remaining here in the second period. Drew once again tied up in this period, but the storyline remained the same. Pretty quick moving thus far. Both goaltenders have been solid. West Virginia, though, just deep down in Temple zone, so it feels like the entire period, Drew, they cannot let this continue to happen. Temple will not win the game this way.
Absolutely. In a lot of situations, people prefer quality over quantity, but in a game like this, the score count really shows you that quantity over quality works sometimes in ice hockey. And so now the Temple Owlers are going to try to put some more. Oh, and while Bladen Reed sent it over to Lombard, he had a lot of open net in front of him, but just barely whiffed. And Bladen Reed gets the puck back. There's a turnover by the Mountaineers. Now Gannett has it. Gannett is going to take it back. He's going to look for Giazza. Giazza has it now. He's at the center of the ice. Now he takes a shot, and it's right into the glove of Joseph Longo. Quick chance from Giazza there, but Longo, as he has for most of the evening, handles that shot, keeps it at 1-1. We got 8.9 seconds left to go in the second period.
Heads up play there by number 81, Bladen Reed on the Temple Owls. Got his stick in the lane, disrupted Gukin, who had him beat on the breakaway by a good 1 or 2 strides there, Drew. That could have been ugly for Temple. Left Galitsky alone all there on an island. Good heads up play there.
Absolutely. And so the Owls and the Mountaineers with a bit of a scrum trying to figure out who wins that face-off there. And it looks like we're going to get the end of the second period with no shots in that last face-off for Temple. Shots 33-16 in favor of the West Virginia Mountaineers. 1-1 tied up. We got both of our goals coming in the second period. Looking for more action in the third. What has really been the storyline has just been the kind of streaky play by both squads, playing a lot in between the blue lines, going back and forth. So we'll just have to see if a team can dominate it in the opposing zone for the third period. As for Temple Ice Hockey, we will return with our live stream in just a few minutes for the third period. All right, and welcome back to Temple Ice Hockey versus the West Virginia Mountaineers today, Saturday, at the Igloo in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. I'm Drew Bishop alongside color commentary from between the benches, my co-host Taylor Snyder, covering this very exciting, very intriguing matchup. The Mountaineers, this is one of two they'll play at the Igloo here in New Jersey, and the Owls have them all knotted up at one. But the West Virginia Mountaineers have outshot the Owls 33-16. Taylor, what is the one thing the Owls need to do in this period differently than the past two in order to take this one home?
Well, to say they would need to even the shot count would be the most obvious thing, but that's pretty much it, Drew, and that's pretty much been the story this entire game. Can Temple generate enough chances or find that one chance that could alter the game? It happened for both sides earlier with Jack Pierce getting that goal on the doorstep, and then just moments later, Joey Galitsky obviously getting scored on by Gukin, and that situation was a tough one. But, it's been a game of lucky bounces. It's been a game of breaks. West Virginia has held the advantage, but this is very much a winnable game for Temple. It's a matter of if they can maintain possession in this period.
Absolutely. That's been the real trouble. Playing between the blue lines has not – either team has really been able to settle themselves. It's been more of a back-and-forth transition-type game, and I'm sure Pat Carroll in the locker room making some adjustments, telling his players what they need to do to get this puck back into the net. First goal, obviously, big-time rebound off the pad of Joseph Longo. And now we have the face-off. Fowler, Irie, and Giaz are going to start off. And it looked like there could have been a possible trip there on Fowler to start the period. The ref's no call.
Yeah, so just lost his footing there, Drew. Sean Fowler, number 77.
Gotcha. All right, so we got Giazza behind the net. Fowler loses his footing again. Now we're going to send it back to Barberini, who's going to send it inside to Longo. And frankly, that's what we're talking about at this point. Quantity over quality for the Owls.
Yeah.
Just keep swinging away.
Just simple movement there, Drew. That was a pass from number 5 to 55, Charles Giazza to Barberini. And just a nice clean shot from the point. Sure, it might have gone right into the blocker of Longo, but at the same time, you want to create opportunities. It's one shot can go a long way if you can keep it down there.
And if there's anything we learned from Jack Pierce's goal earlier in the game, it's that bounces can go any which way for any which team, so you might as well give your best shot and try to get a ricochet off there. And so he's going to send it over. That's going to be a win for face-off for Temple. And VA's going to try to get it over to Giazza, but it's going to go off Giazza's stick. And now West Virginia has control. And West Virginia, with their speed, is going to push it up and send it right into the pads of Galitsky. He's going to crunch up, take that save. Shots on net are now 34-17 in favor of West Virginia.
19:22 to go here, Drew. Not even a minute surpassed in this period. Both teams already applying the shot. Once again, as I mentioned earlier in the game, a transition type of game. I'm getting the sense that this period could be a lot like the first two, Drew. We'll have to see.
Absolutely. It will probably come down to who gets the luckier bounce at the end of this ball game. And the West Virginia Mountaineers are going to win that faceoff, but they're going to struggle to keep control. Now they have it. Now Beversford sends it inside. Now we're looking at Gane. Gane's going to send it across back. Beversford has it. He tries to send it cross ice to Avalone, but Avalone could not get a hold of it. Now Ventura tries to kick it back. Now it's controlled by the Owls. Andrew Kaiser, he's going to spin around at half ice, and it's going to go back to Gane. Gane tries to apply a little bit of force there. Now Ondick has it. Ondick kicks it up ice. Now VA tries to get a hold of it, but the West Virginia Mountaineers have it, and Galitsky is going to stop that with his pad and keep control for the Temple Owls as fresh legs come on the ice. Pierce, Green, Bombard, Bowles, and it looks like Bladen Reed are all going to come on ice for the Owls. West Virginia is going to get some fresh legs as well. 18:42 left in the period. We're going to get a face-off from the circle. Gotta say, in all else, Galitsky has really been impressive this game. You think of the injury of Ben Auerbach and how that could affect the Owls down the stretch as they need to fight and claw and win every game to get into the playoffs. If Galitsky can play like this on a consistent basis, and that could bode well for the Owls as they chase a spot in their division. And so that's going to be an icing call on the Owls down in Lungo's zone. So we're going to get a face-off on the left circle. Galitsky ready once again. Same lineup on the ice for the Owls. And puck drops. Fighting for it. West Virginia gets a hold. A quick shot from number 16, Jeremy Judas. And now it's going to be sent up ice. Will Green has it. Tried to get a little shifty, but loses the puck. Number 56 has it now. Jeffrey Stokes. Now that's Kaiser. No, that's Green, actually. Green sends it over. Now Pearson Lombard battling for it in the West Virginia zone. And now Jeremy Judas has it. And now the Mountaineers have it again. They're going to keep it at half ice and send it in. That's Bladen Reed with control behind the net. He tries to kick it up. Gets a little dump in, and oh boy, it's going to be sent in. McDowell gets a hold of it. Got a little soft with it over there in that corner. Loses control. Now it's in possession of the Mountaineers. Now McDowell fighting for it. Bowles has it now. Now to Reed. Reed sends it over. A little check on Elmer Russell. And now Garrett Elmer is going to take it. He gets a hold of it. Trying to one-stick it. That's going to remain in the corner. McDowell aggressive once again. Smedley has it back there. Smedley back to Barberini. Back to Smedley again. Smedley kicks it up ice to Elmer. Elmer has it to McDowell. McDowell loses sight of it. Now we're going to get a fresh forwards on the ice for the Owls. There's a little bit of a scrum there in the corner. And here comes that speed of the Mountaineers. They're going to push it up the ice. And now number 12 has it. And here we go. Giazza gets back control. First line for the Owls, and it's to Russell. It's to Elmer Russell, or Garrett Russell, my mistake. And he's in front of the net there. And we're going to get a stop there, and there's a little bit of scrum there going on. Garrett Russell and the goalie got in a little scrum in front of the net. And then we see Skylar Batchelor trying to stand in front of his goalie. So it's getting a little bit chippy, as you would expect. High emotions. It's been up and down, very fast-paced at this point. With 16 minutes, 44 seconds to go in the third, you expect both teams to try to get any edge that they can, as you see the forwards for both the Mountaineers and the Owls pushed back during the faceoff. Giazza wins that faceoff. Now it's sent in by Hurwitz. Fowler getting aggressive with it. And we're going to get a control of the hand there by a Mountaineer, so we're going to keep the puck in the West Virginia zone. The Owls getting their shots up. Shot count is 36-19 in favor of West Virginia. Now Giazza kicks the faceoff down. Irie's going to chase it. They're going to lose it to the Mountaineers once again. Oh, there's Giazza. He pokes it out. Giazza has it behind the net. He's in a dangerous position. And now he passes over to Gane. Gane with the slapper, and it slightly hit the pad of Longo. Good opportunity there, though. Giazza creating some offense. Irie kicks it back to Hurwitz. Hurwitz with the shot. And it looks like the captain, Cullen Gukin, is down here. He's slumped in the corner.
Yeah, he took a nice shot there off in the corner. I believe on that hit it was Michael Irie, number 17, too close to call. But it looks to be like he's grabbing the top of his face, where I think it was more towards the hip areas where they got him. We'll have to check this out.
And we got a member of the medical staff over there alongside Hedges, fellow captain, and Jacob Morris are both kneeling down at the side. Refs conferring at mid-ice, talking about what this could possibly mean for the rest of the game. And Taylor, you know, it really depends on the type of injury, but you're looking at a guy like Cullen Gukin. He's clearly made an impact on the ice in these minutes. What kind of loss could that impact? How could that impact the West Virginia Mountaineers down the stretch?
Oh, well, right now I think we're just concerned with making sure he is at full health and, you know, obviously gets out of here with not too much damage. He is a high impact player for the West Virginia Mountaineers. Played a tough game tonight, but the noise here has definitely died down in the crowd. There is a sense of tension here, waiting to see what type of injury this could be. The officials are discussing at center. There even is a penalty here, Drew. As I mentioned, it's kind of tough to tell exactly what happened, if anything was malicious by the intent.
Right, you look at the collision, could be the hip, could be the face, and we just don't know.
With 16:15 to go here, this is an interesting time for a stoppage. It's 16 shots up here for West Virginia, but Temple in the recent possession has done a good job of getting it deep, and as Colin Gookin gets up on his face right now, I think on his feet, that's definitely a good sign.
And he's skating on his own accord. Jacob Morris alongside of him, as well as the medical staff. He looks to be slowly dragging each leg. And it sounds like audible frustration from Jacob Morris over there on the Mountaineers. So tension's running high at this point. Now the referee will confer with Ondick, Kaiser, and VA at the center ice. Looks like Max Hedges talking to another referee. And, I mean, from the perspective of a player, you're talking about a West Virginia Mountaineer guy. You're thinking on the next possession, you know, go out and get those guys, right, Taylor?
Yeah, absolutely here, and it looks like no penalties are going to be assigned, at least to what I gathered. The official told the West Virginia bench, all unintentional there. Really didn't see exactly what happened, but good to see Gookin up on his toes here, and the game's starting to get aggressive here off in the corner. That was a nice check there from Andrew Kaiser.
Absolutely, and we're going to see Jacob Morris driving it into the Temple zone. He's facing off against Ian Bowles. And there's going to be a back. Bowles gets a hold of it. Ondick now the closest one to the puck. You know, we're looking at Alex Evans dealing with a two-man game with Ventura or Eisel. Now the puck is back. Nick Van Allen looking to get a turnover here. Ian Bowles tries to send it up, but that is a costly turnover. Ryan Eisel had his way with an open shot at the net, and Galitsky, what a save by Galitsky. That is something else.
Yeah, Galitsky comes up in another big spot there for Temple, number 20, and you mentioned it, Drew. He has been huge in the absence of Ben Auerbach. 1-1 game could be 4-1, and that has been a story, especially in the second and third period for Temple. In the regular season so far has been the goalie play stepping up big when they need it. Galitsky has been big tonight.
Absolutely, and if you're Ian Bowles, you just got to be better on that turnover there. Costly pass, and a costly pass like that could be what determines the game down the stretch. These two teams as we get a stoppage of play. Puck kicked high into the net. 15-19 left to go in the game. Temple Owls being outshot by 18, but we're tied 1-1.
Yeah, Brandon LeBombard, number 44, there had a couple of smiles for a couple of players on the West Virginia team. Lombard is not making too many friends out there tonight. He was having a nice conversation with our good friend Jacob Morris and Max Hedges just a moment ago.
Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier, we're looking at emotions running very high, susceptible to some chippy play, some talking down the stretch. We'll see how that impacts the end result of the game. And here it comes, number 50 for West Virginia. The Mount Deke, but a flying body goes right into him. Over there, that was Lombard, and they're both looking for their sticks. Now the puck is down in Longo's crease. And he kicks it back out. Looks like Pierce is fighting for it. God, what a play as number 50 for the Mountaineers was weaving in and out, and Lombard just flew in with his stick to stop that play.
Brandon Lombard right there has had a very, very good shift, Drew. This is really impressive from number 44. Playing really aggressive out there, not afraid to sacrifice his body.
Absolutely, and that will change the tide of the game, hopefully, as we see Temple take control. But another costly turnover. It's kicked away, and Ventura loses control and falls on the ground. Another costly turnover. There are a lot of West Virginia players getting some opportunities for open net. As Garrett Russell has the puck now, he turns around. He's establishing position in the zone, tries to kick it down, but there's no Owl to be seen in the right corner of the ice. Now McDowell has it. McDowell kicks it around, trying to wave his stick at it. get it closer to the goal. Now they're going to keep it inside. That's Crossan. Crossan turns the puck over. Now it's Gannett playing defense. Gannett in front of Galitsky. Galitsky glove saves it, takes control, takes a West Virginia body, and we're going to get a face-off on the left-hand circle of the Owls in their defensive zone. Shots on goal 39-20. We're going to get the first line of Fowler, Irie, and Giazza out on the ice for the Owls. It has been tense. Don't want to say frustrating, but tense to really see these teams go back and forth. The opportunities flying everywhere, turnovers. We'll have to see how this develops. 13:48 left to go. Beversford has it up top. Beversford sends it down. There's a bit of commotion behind the net as Jukas sends it over to Hedges. And there's Giazza. Beversford battling with Giazza in the left corner. And now it's going to dribble in front. Gannett realizes that's in front of Galitsky and kicks it out. Now it's sent back behind the net. Now we're seeing more bodies fly as they have. Here comes Fowler. Fowler and Giazza. Fowler takes the shot from nearly the blue line. And that just might have been the right decision, because if you're the Temple Owls, you need to get it out of your own zone and you need to get it into the West Virginia zone and stat.
Yeah, Temple doing a good job of not limiting the shots they're taking, not holding back. The second they get a good look, they're going to take it, and that's what you want to see if you're head coach Pat Carroll, especially in a game where you've been outshot heavily. I mean, 19. That's a lot of shots, so Temple's got to really take everything as a lesson right now and continue to build on each thing, but that's a good start right there. Shots like those will keep the puck down in the West Virginia zone.
Absolutely, and now playmaker Ondick has it under his control. Ondick with it on the right board, but he gets chopped at. Ondick trying to make some dekes here, trying to make something happen, but turns the puck over, and it's now Baptiste Vernoui taking it up the ice. And now we see over here it's 23. Dimitri Jukas sends it up, and there's a stoppage in play. Shots on net 41-21 in favor of the Mountaineers. Now here comes some fresh West Virginia legs. New Owls as well join the fray. We're going to get it defensively. Temple has really stood up, especially with their brick wall. Galitsky in net. And they'll look to continue that trend of play on this. Now they win the faceoff. Ondick has it now. Ondick sends it down, but it's a little too for Kaiser. Now there's Ondick. Now there's a shot off the stick of Longo. VA has it. He's going to try to set him up. Uh-oh. And that was a quick shot off the pad of Longo. Now Van Allen. Van Allen kicks it up. Could have been a good opportunity, but it was a little high. And so now the puck is going to be sent back out. And we'll get a stoppage of play. Net was a little loose there. So they're going to stabilize that. We're going to get a face-off in the West Virginia defensive zone. Fresh Owls coming out. Will Green, Jack Pierce, Brandon LeBombard, Barberini and Smedley. Or Barberini and Crossan. My mistake. Now there's Will Green. Will Green fakes his defender out. Loses it. LeBombard swings the stick. Green has it again. Almost loses himself. Now it's going to the ground. Pierce has it. Barberini tries to poke check. And Barberini dribbles it over. And here comes Will Green. And there's Pierce trying to chase it down, keep it out of the Temple zone. Galitsky goes behind net to settle the puck. Now Pierce has control. Now fresh legs for Virginia. And now here comes Pierce. He's going to dribble it in. Bombard's going to chase it down. Can he get to it? He's going to slash it across. And he tries to get control. Complaining to the ref about calls. And there we go. And there's a little bit of chase down. There's a delayed penalty on the Owls. There's another man on for the Mountaineers. And a referee trips over a Mountaineer player. And there's a bit of chaos here. Half of the ice seems to be playing. Half of them aren't. And Bombard getting a little bit chippy over there with number 56, Joffrey Stokes, the defenseman for the Mountaineers. And, you know, you expect Bombard's passion. You expect it to leak through even after the play. Taylor, while we were going through that sequence, saw number 24, Colin Gukin, you know, injured earlier, being walked back to the training room by a medical assistant. So it looks like he will be out for the remainder of this game.
Yeah, 44, Brandon LeBombard. Interference is the call, and there was a bit of John on that last one. Getting involved on that scrap from West Virginia. That was Jeffrey Stokes, as you mentioned. But on the previous possession, it was Skylar Batchelor and him who were jawing at it from the bench, number 42. Brandon LeBombard is probably the least liked player in all of Virginia right now.
I can't imagine he's going to be too popular the next time him and his family try to make a visit. But
absolutely not, especially on those yearly visits we have to Morgantown, West Virginia. You're the ones that we go on, all the time. Those are the best, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir. It would be
sir.
a shame to see Brandon LeBombard not be there.
I know. We're going to have him come with us, so we have to smooth it over with the locals, but we'll see how the rest of this shakes out. Maybe LeBombard can get in their good graces. Now the Mountaineers are chasing it down. Number 50 loses his footing. Seen a lot of that. The ice has been not too keen on these guys skating very far. A lot of bodies flying, as we've seen. And here we go. There's Fowler fighting with two Mountaineer players for the puck. And now puck remains up top. Dimitri Jukas has it now. He sends it back up. That's Hedges. Jukas and Hedges. Jukas has it now. Now to Hedges. And now Jeremy Judas coming off the ice in place for Ventura, because he lost his there. Now fresh legs. Garrett Elmer, McDowell heading on the ice for the Owls.
This is the point in the game right here where it turns sides. 10 minutes in, we are almost exactly at the halfway point, Drew. And I got to say, a minute left here on this penalty. If Temple were able to kill this off and get this game back to even strength, they could win this hockey game. But West Virginia putting one in the back of Joey Golitsky's net could be crucial and detrimental to Temple, who has not really created a lot of offensive efficiency tonight. So this kill is crucial.
They have been able to kill 2 out of the 3 power plays on the Ritchie's penalty kill for the Owls. But let's see if they can make it or make it 3 for 4 here that they've killed tonight. 45 seconds left in the period, or in the penalty here. And the Mountaineers are going to have it. They're going to take a quick slapper. It's going to go high shoulder of Golitsky. It's going to go back over, and it looks like that's McDowell hustling, sending it back down, chases it down, and Ryan Eisel's going to try to make the most of these last 25 seconds. The Mountaineers chasing it up. We're in single digits now. 9 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the period. Number 48, Jacob Morris, sends it in. Now the Mountaineers have it. Now up top is Beversford. Beversford over. He sends it to the right side. Now we have Morris. Morris with a quick wrister. He sends it, and it goes wide left of Golitsky.
Here comes LeBombard coming out of the box, even strength.
Uh-oh, and here we go. And he's going to be full of energy as we see them scrapping for it. It's going to go out of play. It's going to lead us to a stoppage and a face-off. Once again, more of the same, Taylor. Do you feel any feelings on the bench about this game? How the
Temple's energy early on in this game, I noticed they were a little flat-footed, and it's good to see them pick it up. But this play, no, Drew. This period for both teams, really, each page just looks the same, black and white. So it'll be interesting to see which team's finally going to break the floodgates here with 9 minutes remaining in the third.
Absolutely, and will it be the freshman Michael Irie as he takes it up the ice? No, it will not, but he has it. Oh, and he is hit up high. Hit upper body and goes flying. That was number 28, Justin Hickey, the defenseman for the Mountaineers. And Irie just went sprawling on the ice, started to grab his face. Looks like he's okay. He's going to pick up a stick, stay on this line for now. That's Fowler and Giazza helping him up there. And are they calling something here, Taylor?
Yeah, having a chatter right now. Oh.
Giazza imploring the referees, I imagine, to give him the advantage here.
Hey, number 5, you're the one that let it get out of control in the first.
Jawing indeed. They're talking hockey down here.
I sure hope they're not talking knitting over there. All right, and it looks like
knitting's been kept to a minimum today. a lot of hockey.
Happy to hear it.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to get a draft horse power play here. That was, I imagine, high sticking or roughing from number 28, Justin Hickey. Uh-oh, and there's a scrum in front. Ondick took a quick shot, and you saw Kaiser and Van Allen like vultures trying to get some dead meat off that puck and push it through Longo, but he stayed strong, pins the puck to the ice, and is going to maintain his crease for now. Shots 43-25 in favor of the Mountaineers. A minute 50 left on this draft horse power play. Giazza sends it across. That's Gane. Gane has a lot of space in front of him. He's going to slap it. Oh, and Kaiser has it. Had his stick on the puck there. Could have flicked it up possibly, but lost the scrum. Galitsky's going to settle it down in the Temple zone. Now Gane has it. Gane's going to take it softly. Take his time. They got a minute 30 left on this power play. Now Ondik has it. He's a lethal passer. Can he set up a goal here? Now Ondik kicks it back. Now he sees Gane. Gane's got a lot of open ice. Sends it to Giazza. Giazza has it out. Flicks it up. VA and Kaiser there to clean it up. Sends it back over to Giazza. Temple maintaining possession for a good time here. VA has it. VA scans back. Now he looks for Ondik. Ondik looks for VA. Now they lose it. Oh, Kaiser swipes in. Now he's got the puck. Gane has it over. Gane sends it to Kaiser. Kaiser shot, but it was blocked by a Mountaineer in front of the net. Now behind the net. VA sends it back. And here we go with Charles Giazza, and it's ricocheted off a stick in front of the net. That's why you have screeners. That's why Mountaineers stay in front of there. Now Giazza has a lot more. Oh! And it could have gone in the net there, but path barely just changed. And we're going to get another stoppage here. There's a stick on the ice.
Great shift from the special teams here, Drew. This is the best hockey I've seen Temple play all day, period. Even strength or not strength. This is a phenomenal shift here from Temple. Really applying the pressure on Longo, forcing it. They had a couple of ricochets there that I personally thought could have gone either way, but 43 seconds remaining here on the penalty for Temple. If they were to net one here, that would be huge, Drew. For a game where West Virginia has held the shot advantage and mostly the game advantage, this would be huge for Temple.
Absolutely, and you're starting to see Pat Carroll playing with his lines a little bit. He's got Fowler, Lumbombard, and Irie out there. Giazza was out for the past shift for the first power play unit here, and Galitski's going to stop that in his zone. If I was playing NHL, I certainly wouldn't have stopped that in my zone, but it's a good thing this isn't a video game right now.
No, it's not, Drew. Yeah, believe it or not, it's not.
Sometimes it feels like it.
1-1, 7:27 to go, Drew. Maybe you could pause it. We could go get a snack.
Yeah, my mom's making chicken nuggets.
Yeah. My mom's making Chef Boyardee. I got to get going.
All right, so we're taking it down, and Temple's going to try to make the most of this last 20 seconds in the draft horse power play. Lumbombard has it, but he whiffs on that shot. Love his energy, but he's got to collect on that there as he had a good position to attack Longo and the net at that point. And penalties starting to go down. We got 5 seconds until Justin Hickey joins us again. Now Fowler has it to Barberini. Barberini had some nice spot in the corner. Oh, and the net's going to go ajar. Longo bumped into it. But, boy, he was scrambling as the Owls had managed to create an opportunity in front of the net there. Barberini just shooting it wide. And now we're at even strength. 6:49 to go. Shots on goal, 43-30. Temple has narrowed that shot gap in this last possession, which you're absolutely right, Taylor, is the best hockey that we've seen from them all night.
And even after he got out of the penalty box there just a couple minutes ago, Brandon Lumbombard is still out there exchanging business cards. You have to admire his persistence. His business model cannot be touched.
Absolutely. He needs to be sent to a conference ASAP.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're going to see West Virginia now. Now they got all 5 on the ice, and they're ready to attack. Uh-oh, a quick shot, but that's going to hit the back of a Mountaineer. And now it's sent back into the Temple zone. They're going to take control of it here. Gane has it. Gane sizes up the ice, sends it to Ondik. Ondik's pinned against the board, so he's going to try to get it in more open space. That's Bladen Reed right there. Or, my mistake, that's Crossan who kicks it up. And Andrew Kaiser tries to send it back. VA pokes it away. Sends it back to Crossan. Crossan loses a hold of it. It's a race down between Eisel and Gane. Eisel's going to end it, but great block by Gane as Eisel was set to get number 8 a shot on net. And Gane pats his goalie on the head, says, hey, buddy, I got you. Don't worry about it. Galitsky.
Joey Galitsky tonight. Drew, I got to say, regardless of who scores the game-winning goal here, I think it might as well just give the hard hat to Joey Galitsky. 44 shots faced in this one, 43 save. Got to hand it to the Tenny tonight for Temple, keeping him in it.
Certainly, there would have to be a massive collapse from the freshman goaltender for us not to include him in the 3 stars of the game tonight. And here we go. Now, West Virginia has it. They're going to try to get a hold of it, and they lose control. Eisel has it. Eisel has it behind the net. Loses it for a second. That's Barberini fighting for it. Now Barberini, bodies flying per usual in this game. And it looks like we got a delay here.
Officials got to separate the boys down there. It looks like an elbow is going to be called here. It's a matter of who they're going to call it against. Seems just like a lot of bickering going on right now. And shaking his head seems to be number 18, Jack Pierce. I think he's going to be the one getting the call here, Drew.
All right. Yeah, I saw Joseph Longo heading into the bench right before the penalty was called. So against the Temple Owls, they'll have a Richie's penalty kill thanks to Jack Pierce, as Taylor mentioned. So
you know, one thing, Drew, I'm noticing from both sides is when they're skating back to the bench, they all have huge smiles on their and I'd love to say it's because of the love of the game, but I think, everyone's just telling a lot of good jokes out there, and I think both squads are cracking each other up, Drew.
Sometimes the best business is mixed with pleasure, so that just must be what's going on down there on the ice. These guys are all friends.
Absolutely, Drew, absolutely.
Hoping to collaborate on future projects. Puck will be sent down into the West Virginia zone as Longo controls it. Giazza chasing it down, trying to get a turnover. Giazza now gets a hold of it. A little bit of a muff there from Hedges. And now Giazza getting pushed around, but certainly taking up some time off that Richie's penalty kill for the Temple Owls. And now here are the Mountaineers. Mountaineers, number 23 with a lot of open space. Some open net there, and they kick it back down. Temple certainly putting a lot of this penalty to waste as they're sending the puck to Longo to handle. And now Hedges, he'll take control of it. Now over to Avalone. Avalone kicked it up. Now we're looking at Jukas. Jukas has it now. Now number 50 with the slapper. A little bit of a whiff, dribbles behind Galitsky. Now 50 again. Garrett Elmer and Garrett Russell on the exterior. That's McDowell and Elmer. Uh-oh. Oh, and the shot dribbles in. It was delayed there. Taylor, what did you see on that goal?
It looks like a shot from the right circle. I think Joey Galitsky had it under his armpit area. It slipped right through. We're going to have to see who gets credit for the goal. But, man, oh, man, with 38 seconds left on the elbowing back pier, West Virginia breaks the floodgates open. It's 2-1 Mountaineers. What a costly, unlucky break for Temple. But, hey, Drew, it's been the moral of the story today, the bounces. And we knew eventually it was going to go towards either team. It just happened to go against Temple there. And now with 4:17 remaining here, a 2 Temple down a goal. Drew, they got to find some answers.
Absolutely, and the answer's got to come soon because there's not much time left. Jeremy Judas leading the high five line down the bench, so we're going to credit him with that goal, or at least assume credit for now for the Mountaineers. And now the Temple Owls, the pressure is on. The Mountaineers have their throat on. Wow, what a setup, what a shot by Alex Evans. He had a real opportunity there to put the nail in the coffin. 4 minutes to go. Outshot 48-30. The Owls are down 2-1. And you're right, Taylor. We're going to have to see a bounce or some major offensive surges from the Owls. What kind of desperation do you do? What kind of switch do you turn on in this situation?
Well, I think you get your best line out there. You call a timeout here eventually if you're Pat Carroll. The score remains. I think Joey Galitsky will be adding to the bench soon. So Temple could draw something up and set up a play here. I think I like their chances.
And it's Michael Irie. Michael Irie and Giazza both taking heavy shots. You're right, we will see the goaltender being pulled out. But Irie and Giazza are going to try to make sure that doesn't have to happen. Galitsky has been on fire tonight. And here's Fowler. The Owls are thirsty. They are going for it. And Fowler throws his body in. Giazza with the slap. Oh, and it's Michael Irie right in front of the net. That's what's got to happen. More rebounds, more chances for the Owls. And here comes Irie. He is laying the wood on the corner against number 8 for the Mountaineers. And they're battling for the puck right here. Giazza has it. He has a wide open net and he shoots high. Clear frustration from Giazza. And there's some chaos in the crease. We got a lot. Irie is battling with a Mountaineer. And the referees are going to separate them. Tensions are running high at this point.
That right there, not just this game, but in any game, you're not going to get many shots like that, at least that good. Charles Giazza knows he messed up there. High, wide right of the net. He had a wide open slot shot, low slot shot, and he just couldn't close on that one. It's still 2-1 West Virginia. But, hey, listen, 48-32, but the fact that Temple's put up 32 shots tonight shows that they can at least generate offense on Longo. They can break him eventually. They just got to keep putting it on.
Yeah, and Van Allen is going to try to create an opportunity there. He thought Ondick was going to Ondick went the other. Now West Virginia has it. Now Kaiser comes out of nowhere. Owls are going to have to stay fresh in order to continue to create chances like that as Kaiser has it. Kaiser gives it to Ondick. Ondick and Van Allen attacking. Ondick wants to put on the dekes but can't. Now Van Allen has it. Van Allen with a little bit of space. He's going to try to create some. Tries to get it to Ondick, but there's a turnover there. Get it. Oh, now Van Allen. Puck came from nearly 3 feet from my face. And Van Allen stopped it before it could go too far, and that's out of play on a West Virginia Mountaineer. It just goes straight over the bench glass and there. And you're absolutely right. Charles Giazza had the face of disappointment after that one went wild high because, man, in the 2.5 minutes, I don't know if I'll see a better chance for the Temple Owls than that one right there, Taylor.
Yeah, and head coach Pat Carroll is going to call a timeout here, Drew. 2:31 remaining, and this is a really, really good time in my eye to call a timeout because Temple has generated a couple of good shots here in the last couple of possessions. And I think if you're head coach Pat Carroll right here, you get it to your best shot. And all season long, Michael Irie and Charles Giazza have been the ones to call Brendan Ondick too. I think you get those three guys out there right now and you try to roll it as best you can. I'd really also like to see Mac Janae out there. He's been playing a really good game, especially since from surveying the blue line, looking down the ice. Get you feel like can be successful right now because, listen, as I mentioned, Longo, a phenomenal game, but the one shot that Temple got to go in this game was just happened to be chance. I mean, they just threw a puck on net. It got a lucky rebound. Jack Pierce was there. Right place, right time. I think you put 3 sticks on the ice right now that you think you can score with the back of the net. This is not out of reach here. 2:31 remaining.
Absolutely. We're going to need to see more of that effort from guys like Pierce and Lombard that we've seen throwing bodies. We're seeing Iries out there. Looks like Andrew Kaiser, accompanied by Charles Giazza. And that's Alex Barberini and Brandon Ondick. The Owls.
Interesting look here, Drew. They're going with Ondick in the back pair with Barberini. Let's see if it pays off.
Looks like they're trying to get their playmakers out for the last 2.5, as they'll probably have to pull Galitsky if nothing else changes. And here we go. Kick down the ice, and Longo's going to control it. And the Owls are coming in fast as ever. They want it. They're certainly ready, and there's Giazza. Ondick tries to stop it, but now it's a 1-on-2. It's a 1-on-2 with Barberini. Ondick is trailing. What a shot! Oh, and that could have been the coffin. Oh, but Galitsky with
and
the
here it
passing.
goes. Joey Galitsky, number 20, coming to the bench.
Oh, and here's Giazza. Oh, and a shot, and it was off the pad. And Kaiser had his stick right next to the puck, and the Longo stayed strong on that shot. Giazza created a chance off that bounce, had another chance for a ricochet. And there's an empty net now. We'll have a 6-on-5. Joey Galitsky out of the net for this face-off. It's going to be down in the West Virginia zone. And we
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap there, Drew. That was a phenomenal save from Longo, staying square to the puck in the butterfly position. Wouldn't let him go through. And now Temple, oh boy, here we go.
Oh boy, and here comes Ventura. He's going to try to create an opportunity. Oh, now there's an advantage here. It's 3-on-2 for the Owls. And here comes Irie. He's trying to come around across. Now Kaiser has it. Kaiser has it back. Owls with the man advantage. Now here's Ondick. Ondick tries to dribble it down. Oh, and here we go. There's Irie. There's Kaiser now. Pierce fighting for it. Giazza. And now you got Barberini. Barberini tries to take a shot. It's deflected high and goes above the net to some West Virginia faithful who will probably take that home as a souvenir.
Good puck movement from Temple here, but you got to put a little bit more pressure on here with 1:19 to go. I saw that last possession there. Temple did get lucky. West Virginia could have had an open net coffin, but good movement thus far. I like the mindset that Pat Carroll's got out there right now.
Absolutely, and Giazza wins that very key faceoff for the Owls. It's going to go to Irie now. Beversford has it. Beversford tries to send it across. Giazza's battling for it on the boards. Giazza and Judas are battling for it on the boards. There's Gane. Irie battling with Judas right now. Now we've got Kaiser. Kaiser is fighting for it. Now Kaiser's got his stick up. He kicks it out. Irie has it now. Lots of wasted time here. Stick in between the legs of Irie. And over there to Gane. Net naked, so Temple is going to have to keep possession of this one. And a little bit of a whiff there. Gane has it. He tries to send it across. Oh, no. But Giazza uses his body, saved the game for the Owls. Otherwise, would have been an empty netter, and 3-1. Now we have the in the last half minute, and Ondick tries to get a steal here. Gane has it. He checks the clock before he examines the ice. They're going to have to get a chance quickly here. Giazza has it. Giazza kicks it back to Ondick. Ondick across to Pierce, but it's a turnover. Now number 5 The West Virginia Mountaineers has it, and he scores! And that could be the nail in the coffin for the Temple Owls. How painful after all those opportunities. It's 3-1 West Virginia, and now Galitsky will return to the net with 20 seconds left on the clock.
Just painful there if you're Temple. I mean, you a couple of decent looks there, but overall not too much. You played too much on your blue line, and eventually West Virginia was going to make you pay for it, and they did. Number 50 there, whose name shall be unknown, not making the lineup card tonight.
Yeah.
But, you know, just honestly, tonight for Temple, really, they never really got their feet on the ground, Drew. That one opportunity that they got or they capitalized on was a ricochet by chance bounce. It was a game of back and forth tonight.
A game of back and forths, and it looks like West Virginia just executed more chances than the Owls, as we will settle it out in the Owls' defensive zone, as it has been for much of the game. 50 shots on net for the West Virginia Mountaineers, 4 for Temple, and Taylor will start there just talking about what's been going on with this game. That was really the key here tonight.
Oh, sorry, lost you there for a second, Drew. No, you're absolutely right. I mean, that really was the key. The shot total to me, you know, the thing about hockey is some nights you outshoot an opponent by 20 and you lose. Sometimes you get outshot by 10, 15 and you win. And tonight for Temple was a game that they very much could have won. I think is the most frustrating thing by far. But, hey, they get another crack at them tomorrow right here at the Igloo. It'll be a big test for Temple, especially how they respond after a game like this. Definitely got physical chip here. Both teams shaking hands. And I think one thing that I'll definitely take away from a game like this, Drew, is that there is a lot of room for improvement as far as puck movement for Temple, as there has been all year. It to be the storyline of this team. Just not being able to make crisp enough passes to ensure themselves offensive opportunities.
Absolutely, and the Owls will be anxious to get back on the ice same time or same place tomorrow at the Igloo, same opponent, as lots of missed opportunities led to a 3-1 loss by the Owls here at the Igloo in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. As for us here at Temple Ice Hockey, we wish you good night. Myself, Drew Bishop, Taylor Snyder alongside of us, and JJ Mikulski on media and tech. We thank you for tuning in tonight. Go Owls.